99X in the Morning X, Barnes and Leslie, about to get to some of your calls. Thank you for those that have called in. If you're just tuning in, we're looking for people to tell us who's your favorite band right now. Looking for some music recommendations that other people can, gain from. So if you have something to add, 470-741-4999.
This should be a Sunday morning routine. Organic X with Matt Jones on 99X. Every Sunday morning. That's what I listen to, Barnes. How about you?
Oh,
it's the organic side. You're going to hear some really cool stuff, and Matt always picks the best bands, the best performances. And now, if you didn't hear this earlier, at 11, right after Organic X, encore performances of Live X's from the vault.
Well, we took this to social, asking people what their favorite band was right now, not of all time, just right now, so everyone can learn some new stuff. Because with all the different ways to get music now, there's so many ways you go during the day when you want to hear something. I mentioned I like to go to Apple Music and make a station of a band, and then you discover other bands. So I know a bunch, while Matt C's lining up the calls, I know a bunch of them came through on social. What do you have on social?
I have several.
I pulled a bunch of examples. I don't know what you're going to talk about, but...
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, Stuart and Brittany on Facebook both said the Beatles.
I don't have any clips of them. I'm sorry. I've heard of them.
No, I'm sorry. That was a joke.
I know.
They said Beaches. Now, I do know about this band because I think that they were on tour last year with the Jonas Brothers. I like them. The Beaches. Do you have them?
Yeah, here's a sample. I've heard of them.
From Canada. All women love it. The Beaches. Abby on Instagram. Jimmy Eat World since 1998 and still right now.
Well, I don't know that we need an example of that.
Well, listen, when you have a favorite band and you're still listening to them, I applaud that, Abby.
I'm saying I wasn't going to search down. It just takes a little. There you go. Let's see who's calling in. Morning X. Hey, who's this?
My name's Eric.
What's going on, Eric?
Not a lot. How are you guys doing?
Good. What part of town you calling from?
I'm actually out of town right now. I'm in Orlando.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
All right. I go down to Winter Park all the time.
It is.
All right. Favorite band right now. Who is it?
Spoon. Easy.
Austin band.
Love Spoon.
Yeah. They're so good. They're consistent as hell.
How'd you discover them? How did you find them?
I turned my camera on.
Your camera?
I heard that randomly. I turned my camera on.
Oh, the song. Yeah, the song.
I think I probably heard it on your station.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I like Prince a lot, and the Prince vibe in that song is huge. So I'm like, what's this?
They've been around since the early 90s, and right when I left college, they were starting to take off in Austin. That's just, you can't go wrong with an Austin band. You really can't.
Totally agree. Love Spoon.
Cool. I also I think Texas bands kind of. Like, I like the old 97s a lot, too.
Yes.
And it's just like that whole vibe is just solid.
Well, same with, Spoon and Black Pumas, who are out of Austin. That's I mentioned one of my favorites right now. Love that band. All right, dude. Appreciate you calling.
Thank you, Eric.
Bye-bye.
Oh, of course. No worries. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Hey, good morning. 99X. Who's this?
Hi, this is Kelly. Good morning.
Kelly, thanks for listening. Who's your favorite band? What are you listening to?
I love Glass Animals more than anything, and they've been on the top charts for me for the past 4 years.
How'd you find them?
I know they've been around 10.
Mm-hmm.
I started listening to them just randomly one day. I was looking on TikTok, and I guess they popped up, and I started just listening, and I was like, no way. Just the way that Heatwave sounded. It was before Heatwave started really picking up, and it became a number one. And then I started hearing it everywhere afterwards, and I just couldn't stop playing it. I think it's on my top Spotify list.
I love all those bands from the UK, and if you ever go over to England, hit me up and I'll tell you about a rock and roll tour that this taxi guy does in London, but also all throughout the Cotswolds. You can go through where all these legendary 99X bands did their albums, like everything from Radiohead all the way back to Tom Tom Club. Just like everything you can imagine, all in this little sliver of the UK. So I definitely dig that sound. I'm with you.
I love it.
I love when you find a band like that, and then she said she saw them on TikTok or heard them on TikTok, and they are a great band.
Where are you calling from, Kelly?
I'm calling from North Carolina, but I grew up in Atlanta. I'm from Snellville originally, but I live in north of Charlotte now. Nice.
Well, I appreciate all you guys listening from other cities. Love that.
How did you find out we were back?
I have just been following you all, and I follow, Jimmy, I follow him on Facebook and have just, I don't know, I just stay in touch, and I come back to Atlanta probably every other month and for work stuff. So, yeah, so I hear you all whenever I get a chance, and then I just had heard, and Yvonne Monet, she had talked about it too. So, yeah, I love you all. I grew up with you all too.
Very cool. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on.
Have a great day. We'll see you later. Let's see what else we got going on. Hey, Morning X, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, looking for your favorite band right now, not of all time. What do you got?
The War on Drugs is my current favorite band.
Oh, that's a Philly band.
It is a Philly band.
I love their sound so much.
It's pretty unique. Like there's some that come close, like Tame Impala and Muse and 1975, but for whatever reason, their sound is just a little bit different.
Well, just for contrast, what's your favorite band of all time? Which is not the segment we're doing right now, but what is your favorite band of all time?
That's really hard because I'm going to pick one that doesn't kind of line up with this, but it's probably John Mellencamp or Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a whole career spanning question as opposed to right now, which is why I like the right now question way, way better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where are you listening this morning? Are you in Atlanta?
I am in the Atlanta area, and I was a fan from the beginning, and for every iteration of 99X that has come back, I get super excited, and it hasn't lived up until you all came back a year ago. So I'm really happy y'all are back.
Thank you. And I was just going to say and stop you say you were excited for every iteration of 99X. It wasn't
I was excited, but it didn't live up to the excitement. But it has recently. So
I'm with you. I shared the exact same sentiment. I mean, it was just a weird. They were trying to put it on like a hairdryer at one point, like to get it to go out in the air. Like,
I'm glad you found us, though. That is cool. Thank you.
What do you do for a living? You know what we do for a living. What do you do?
Well, it's kind of complicated, but so I do training and technical assistance for a national nonprofit called the Battered Women's Justice Project. So I'm former law enforcement in the metro Atlanta area, and now I train other law enforcement, prosecutors, judges, victim advocates, and anything regarding domestic violence, stalking, teen dating violence, you name it, anything in that wheelhouse, which are hard topics for a lot of people to discuss.
No, but much respect for you for digging in that lane and owning that because someone needs to.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm honored and never thought I would ever get to talk to Barnes and Leslie. So thank you very much. And I remember where I was when y'all did that reunion show with Jimmy. And it was like a once-off. It was never going to happen again. And I had a meeting where I was supposed to be. And I remember just pulling over on the side of the road to listen to the rest of it before getting to that meeting and saying, hey, y'all, I'm going to be late because I was so excited to hear this review.
Wow, that's very nice of you. You know, with all the great things you're doing, it's great to have a low piece in your your trophy cabinet. So I'm glad we could fill that spot.
I'm glad we could meet you. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Jennifer. We appreciate you listening.
Absolutely. Take care.
Who's your favorite band right now? 470-741-4999. That's our number. We also did this in social. Any more good stuff in there?
Yeah, I'm looking on Facebook. David on Facebook. I'm glad he brought this band up, Dawes.
Oh, yeah, I've got a clip of that. Here, hang on, this band. Who would you say they're similar to? It's kind of...
Well, I will tell you, because I've read a lot of interviews. You know, the lead singer, Taylor Dawes Goldsmith, is married to Mandy Moore. He loves Jackson Browne. So if you listen to a lot of their stuff, he sort of emulates Jackson's voice, but I love their sound.
I mean, when you say that's Americana? I mean, that...
Yeah. They get played on like, AAA kind of Americana. One of those bands that fits a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning. Morning X, who is this?
This is Melissa. How are you?
Hey, Melissa.
Melissa.
Good morning.
Who are you listening to? Who do you love?
Depeche Mode. Always Depeche Mode.
Wow. That's your favorite band right now, huh?
Yes. I am a lifelong devotee. It will be 40 years this summer.
So no matter what, your answer is always Depeche Mode.
Always.
I think a lot of people are like that. Did you see the recent tour?
I did. I splurged. I got floor seats. It was worth every penny.
Nice. Well, you and Will should get together because that's right down his alley. Man, Will loves some Depeche Mode.
It was a fantastic show. Dave has not lost a step.
Thank you, Melissa. We appreciate you listening.
Appreciate you calling.
Thanks.
Morning X, hello.
Yes, hello.
Who is this?
This is Melissa.
Hey, Melissa, where are you listening from?
Flowery Branch, Georgia.
Flowery Branch.
Love the Branch. Love it. And who's your favorite band right now?
The 1975.
Really? Why?
Well, I like their music. It kind of is the type of music you can listen to all day, and really it doesn't get boring. They just have a lot of different songs, and And I actually can picture their shows in my head while I'm listening.
Now I have to ask you, because I have a friend obsessed with the 1975. She's seen them probably as many times as I've seen Springsteen. Have you seen them?
Yes, here in Atlanta.
How many times?
4 times. They don't come here a lot.
Why is that?
I think they spend a lot of time overseas. Mostly, they have a lot more fans in England and things of that nature. They have a lot of fans in, the Asian countries. But I just don't know why they don't travel here as much, because their shows are pretty big here when they do come here. I think the biggest place they've ever held a show is State Farm Arena, but usually,
well, that's pretty big.
They do like music. Yeah, well, that's the biggest.
Yeah.
Like they're usually like at Music Midtown, or I've seen them at the Fox before.
What do you think all the press that Matty Healy got, what do you think that did for their image? You think it helped it or did it hurt it?
No, I don't think it did either or. Matty Healy is who he is. He does not apologize for who he is.
Yeah.
It's funny because people don't seem to the fans don't care.
We don't care. We're just like, that's who he is. I mean, he's amazing on stage. He's very, very brilliant in his songwriting and his performances. And you can tell he's one of those people you kind of have to watch out for. He's not he's not a dumb person by any means. And very, very intelligent. So cool. I think the press that he's gotten is really sad, actually, in a lot of ways.
Well, appreciate you listening, Melissa, up in the branch. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day.
God, we'll see you later. What else do you have in social?
Let's see here. Jimmy on Facebook, not Jimmy Barron, the only band who could put out albums 37, 38, and 39 in the same year, with all 3 being excellent records, Guided by Voices.
Oh, yeah, I've got a clip of them. Here, check this
They've
out.
been around forever.
Not really my thing.
Yeah, I went to see them once here in Nashville. The live show was good.
Kind of crunchy.
I just don't listen to a lot of their stuff, but their fans are, rabid.
Yeah, thanks for all the social responses. I grabbed a couple of hooks of these songs, not knowing which ones you were going to play. But some more callers coming in. Who's your favorite band right now?
REM, always and forever.
Oh, you guys are locked on one band so you don't ever have like an opening and bring another band in and like give the REM a break or whatever?
No, I do. I like a lot of bands, but they're my all-time favorite, and I don't see that ever changing.
It's not a bad one.
There are quite a few. There are quite a few that I like in addition to that, but they're my favorite.
They're one of my all-time favorites. It's just, what are you listening to now kind of thing. But where are you calling from?
I'm an Atlanta native, but I live in Duluth right now.
Did you hear Michael Stipe on our show?
No, when was that?
Oh, man, you missed it. It was over the summer.
I did.
We replayed it on Best Of, and it's also on our podcast, so you can go back and listen. But
oh, okay. I will.
What I was going to say is he mentioned he has his solo album coming out soon, and he's going to debut it on our show. So I cannot wait to hear what that's at.
Did he give you a timetable on that?
He said he was going to finish it. He's going to finish it up and then come back to us.
Wow. Oh, that's fantastic.
Check it out on the podcast.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll see you later. All right, bye-bye.
And thank you for listening.
Good morning, X. Hello.
Barnes.
Hey.
What's going on, buddy?
Who's this?
This is Aaron.
What's up, Aaron?
So lately I've been really getting into Jason Isbell on the 400 unit.
Yeah, I love Jason Isbell. Did you see he had a little cameo, or actually he had a role in Killers of the Flower Moon?
I did, yeah. I haven't seen the film yet, but I saw some behind-the-scenes footage that he had posted on YouTube and social media and stuff. Looks really good, and he's just a well-rounded guy, and his story is really great. He's got great Southern roots, and just probably one of the greatest singer-songwriters of this generation. Just really enjoy the guy. He's really, really fantastic performer.
He is super smart, too. You need to follow him on X. He's very funny.
He is, yeah.
How did you discover him?
A buddy of mine turned me on to him and a couple of years ago, and I bought their double live performance at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. And after listening to that, I just got completely hooked and bought several of his records. And I'm looking forward to seeing him at the Tabernacle in March too. That's going to be a great show.
It's so cool to hear how people find music. I appreciate your calling in, Aaron.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Have a great day. We'll see you later. I got time for one more. Hey, Morning X, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Who is this?
It's John.
John, what's your favorite band right now? Who are they?
Boy Genius.
Boy Genius coming up, got a ton of Grammy nominations as well.
Yeah, I just kind of discovered them last year, and just been listening to the record a lot, especially toward the end of this year.
What was it that drew you in? Was it like the vocals? Was it the lyrics? Was it the guitar? What drew you specifically to Boy Genius?
Yeah, kind of all of that. I just love this like tight vocal harmonies and just ripping like guitar sounds and just great rock music coming from those three ladies.
Now, did you know about Phoebe Bridgers before Boy Genius?
I think I'd heard the name and probably heard a song or two here and there, but didn't know that much
she's
about
great.
her.
Hey, where are you listening from?
This is McDonough.
In McDonough?
Yep.
What do you do out there?
I'm an aviation mechanic. I work for Delta.
Oh, nice. You're the guy that keeps us safe.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right, John. We'll talk to you soon.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you
Thank
calling.
you.
All right, there's some good choices there.
Yeah, I mean, all over the place, which I thought was great.
A lot of good music floating around. Appreciate you participating in social media and for the calls. This is the original. It's 99X.